somebody better call the plumber because we got the biggest leaks in college football 26 anywhere on the internet right here. The closed beta has ended and it has been leaking like crazy. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dad Son Gaming, and some of y'all are over here like Pookie from New Jack City, just fiending for information on college football 26. Well, some of you guys may have been fortunate enough to get access to the closed beta version of the game. I was one of those fortunate selectees who got to play this game, and I'm going to give you my opinion on it as well. But also during that closed beta, it was a lot of people who leaked some information. And this is probably going to be the leakiest video you've seen because I do have some screenshots from the closed beta. And I don't know if EA did this on purpose, but they had to have known by making a random selection of people that people didn't have big social media channels and they had nothing to lose and they were going to leak it. So this might be EA's way of getting people more excited for the game. And I think it worked because a lot of times when you have information that is leaked by the public to other people, it draws more excitement because, again, the excitement is not manufactured, it's actually authentic about what people played. And that's what you're going to get here. But also, we got some leaky stuff here. So I'm going to go over everything from some gameplay adjustments to some Dynasty stuff. You may or may not like the Dynasty stuff. So if you're a Dynasty player like I am, this will be a really important video for you. So without further ado, let's jump in. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm risking a biscuit kind of showing you guys everything about these leaks and I don't want EA to take down this video. So make sure you give me a subscribe for my riskiness for you guys. So we're going to dive right in here and we're going to go with screenshots. So one of the first screenshots that was leaked out is pass protection. So in the audibles, you have the ability to pass protect. One thing I noticed here is they have Y, the ability to untarget defenders. So again, I was able to use that and it's just a kind of a curiosity to me of how many people are going to actually use that feature and use it correctly. So that's in the audible pass protection. The next thing we're going to see is we're going to see the actual route audible. So again, the hot routes is one thing you can do. And one thing you're going to see is they have all the hot routes in here, but they're missing the big key hot route that many of us are concerned about. They don't have the speed out. So this is on the outside receiver. And on the outside receiver, normally you would have the speed out, but they have a regular out. But you get everything else. You get the bang 8, you get the deep dig that you can do. You get the triple option, you get the deep cross, post, drag, corner, slant. You still get your comebacks and your smoke screens, but that speed out was a lot of people's way of beating coverage that had sagged back and they could really get annoying. So that is not in this beta. So hopefully EA, if you're watching this and you don't take my video down, you would add back the speed outs. I think a lot of us want that in the game. So that's on your outside receiver. Now for your slot or for your bunch receiver, you still have pretty much the same thing. You have your outs, your curls, your streaks, your ends, your corner slants, drags, posts, your deep cross, your zigs, your short cross, and your wheel. So that's in for the slot receiver or the bunch receiver that's on the outside. So if you're in a bunch, you're going to get obviously different audibles. And you still have your flats and your hitches and your smart routes. So again, and the custom stems, they still work. So now you've seen audibles for your outside receiver. Now you've seen audibles for your slot receiver or your bunch receivers. And now you kind of know what to expect if the game comes out like this and it's unchanged. So this is what we have so far in the beta. Also a screenshot that was leaked was the subs. As you know, many people seen this. You literally can actually sub while in game using a quick menu feature. So that's going to be helpful for a lot of us. Now the next thing I want to get into is Dynasty. So Dynasty people, if you are a Dynasty like I am, be prepared because there's some major changes that may affect the way you play Dynasty. And again, this is not a finished product, but when we went into the Dynasty, again, I saw some things and now I saw a screenshot on to confirm what I'm seeing without telling everybody. But in Dynasty, the points have changed. Now, if you open up your Dynasty in College Football 25 and you go to Recruiter, you're going to see that, hey, you got the different tiers here, 1 through 4. Well, in the first part of the tier is Recruiter, these would only cost 5 ability points. Well, now they're 8 ability points. And so they're more. And I'm like, wow. So everything has went up 3 ability points. Now, unless they're going to give us more ability points for a cap, then this might not be so good. We can't build our abilities like we did in College Football 25 because they're going to cost a lot more. And if we're just going to level 50, then you only have 500 points. So you're going to be losing some abilities that you wanted to get. So you may not be able to transfer your abilities over if they don't change this. So again, this ability was 8 points and this used to be 5. And then the next one, if you go to Elite Recruiter, this used to be 8 and now it's 12. So that's going to affect your Dynasty. So kind of be prepared when you're looking at the Dynasty about how these ability points will stack up. And then we looked at them on Architect. This used to be 8 and now it's 12. So these ability points are getting more expensive. So hopefully that doesn't make it in final version. But as of now, I know a lot of people in Dynasty may not be happy with the ability points as they stand. Take a look at Tactician. These were 5. They're now 8. We go to level 2 of Tactician. These were 8. These were 8. Now they're 12. So again, they all went up. And if you go to CEO, some of the abilities in CEO are actually better. So in CEO, these are 16. So one thing that you see as CEO ability is you got second chance keeper. So you can spend a second persuade on a player if the first one fails. So that's a better CEO. So I think the CEO ability is a lot better in 2026 of college football. And you got lasting impression. You get to gain an additional interest for every 10 hours spent. So the CEO abilities are looking a whole lot better. Again, there's 16 ability points for those. Also, more the merrier, increase the number of players who can visit in a week to 8. That's going to be huge. So if you get the ability to get some CEO stuff, I think CEO now is a whole lot better in 26 than it was in 25, especially with this ability here. The ability to have 8 players visit in your week, that's going to be absolutely worth it. So I do like that change in the CEO. The last one, CEO, I didn't think was that great, but this one seems like it could be more impactful than it was. Also, Last Dance, a bonus interest for every visit a player has taken before visiting you. And so that's going to be great. So you get a bonus interest if they visited anybody before you. So even if your friends got a visit before you did and you're fighting over a recruit, well, guess what? If they don't land that recruit and you get this ability, then your friends who you're competing against in recruiting, well, guess what? They're going to give you points. So you're going to earn interest points for every visit they got if they don't close them. So that is going to be a very interesting ability. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Also, the recruiting, we have shots of the recruiting screen. Again, it gives you offensive targets. It gives you pretty much the same thing you've already had. So you can see, looks like we started off with it's 6 hours in this as well too. So this screenshot, when they did recruiting, it was 6 hours, and obviously this person used Georgia Tech. And it looks like you're going to still have the same type of abilities. It's going to still be your social media, your DM players, your contact friends and family. So those are all the same. And then also you got your, you're still going to have all of your recruiting board, your prospects, your transfer portal, your my school, everything. So things are pretty much the same. That hasn't changed much there. And also with being able to update your coaches, there's a lot more customization in your coaches. So you will be able to have more outfits. You won't have to have the same 2 boring outfits. So it looks like the coaches are going to have a lot more customization, which is going to be awesome for this game. So love that part. And also with the player physiques, they're going to have 3 types, it looks like. So they're going to have one that's muscular. They're going to have another one that's standard. They're going to have one that's thin. They're going to have another one that's heavy. So with those folks, those are some great things to look forward to. And as you see, let me see if there's any more here. And I think that's pretty much it. So this literally is what was in the beta, according to the leaks. And this information I grabbed out there on social media. So it's not mine, it's someone else's. And so now you kind of have a better understanding of what this game may or may not be like. And EA may make some changes to those. And hopefully they make a change to the ability points, because the ability points are very crucial. And a lot of us don't want to see them get more expensive. We want to see them get less expensive so we can actually get our coach kind of and our team customized to the way we want to play. So folks, if this gave you some insight that you didn't get anywhere else, make sure you hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel, and we'll let you know when we have any more news and cover anything related to college football 26. Thanks so much and peace.